So how can the Healthy Congregations Ministry help my local church? Well, we have a team of people who over the past 3 years have made 51 presentations in local church, district, and conference settings. And we've experienced this personally in our own church lives as pastors. And we can say for certain that there are at least 5 major benefits. The first and foremost is that Jesus Christ can become more central to the life of the church. Too often it's money, traditions, fears, personalities, and even home life that is a greater influence than Jesus Christ. But through this ministry, Jesus Christ really can become more central to the life of the church. The second benefit? This ministry provides the tools where a local church can prevent conflict, provide healing where conflict occurs, and even transform unhealthy conflict into a positive for ministry. Now in the fall we get a flu shot for the purpose of preventing the flu, which is unpredictable and can be deadly. But if a person does get a flu, the medical field can help us provide healing. We have seen and experienced this training prevent conflict, provide healing, and even transform the negatives into positives for ministry. This ministry provides the tools to help a church manage the tension among people. Now what does that mean? Let's pretend you and I disagree on something. And then I go to another person and say, do you know what he says? Then another. You know what he believes? Another. You know what he wants to do? And possibly even others. Now what am I doing? I am passing on my unease towards your position, possibly you, to other people. And probably unknowingly or even knowingly hurt you and possibly the rest of the church in the process. Now the tools of this training helps the local church keep the tension where it belongs, and that is my tension with you stays between you and me without infecting the rest of the church. Now this is huge when it comes to the finance committee, the trustees, and pastor-parish relations committee. This training provides the tools for a church to make better decisions. One example, there was this church who had a personality who got his way for over 40 years, and people just went along with him. Then one night there was a vote on a particular issue and all the members voted one way. He voted against it. When he lost for the first time, he walked out of the church. The pastor later said that the church members just sat there stunned, and finally they began to ask, why didn't we do this sooner? At that point they realized he was not the issue all these years. They were for not speaking up. The Healthy Congregations Ministries help people learn to think for themselves, speak for themselves, vote for themselves, while at the same time honoring other points of view, and thus with the synergy of it all, produce a better decision. And many of these personalities who go through the training actually learn to be better listeners and encouragers of other points of view. Thus, the church has better decisions. As for the church member who left because he didn't get his way, well, he eventually returned to the church because the church members reached out to him, as we teach in the training, but he became a healthier leader. This training helps churches move to new seasons of life. A lot of our church members are caught up in the glory years of the past, and their favorite pastor, their favorite youth director, choir director, some other people, and no one in the present matches up with them. And this training helps people to acknowledge the past, celebrate the past, learn from the past, but at the same time realize that God of the past is also the God of the present and God of the future. A lot of churches are simply afraid of dying. With the help of a Healthy Congregations coach, these churches learn to move from a season of fear or just maintaining to a season of new life and thriving again. So if our church has this training, will we no longer have conflict? There are always going to be disagreements, but this ministry provides the tools in which the church takes these disagreements and transforms them into positive energy, thus fulfilling the mission of the church, growing in its strength, and developing even greater faith so that the church becomes healthier. Now the amount of time it takes to participate in one of these training events is about the same amount of time it takes to watch one ball game. But the benefits are priceless. In fact, the benefits of one 3.5-hour training far exceed all the agony and tension and struggles that churches go through for days, weeks, months, and years. Now, if you want to know more about this ministry or if you want to schedule an event, you can contact our team through this email address, and either one of our team members or I will get back to you. I'll end with this. Jesus Christ said that I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. The Healthy Congregations Ministry helps our local church keep Jesus Christ at its central focus, thus pumps more life and new life into its mission and ministry, takes away the toxicity, thus making a church a healthier congregation.